Shaboodles.
So is this one gonna run at fucking negative 15 frames, just like the last one?
Not the entire part.
Are you gonna run negative 15 frames, Glitchy?
Yes, spitefully. Not spitefully for you guys. Sadly enough, spitefully for myself.
Bold of you to assume Glitch can run.
Yeah, that's right. He flies everywhere.
He's got the physicality of an expired pizza bagel.
Hey,
None of us
What?
can judge at that point.
hey, Walker, that's mean.
At least I can run.
Hey, that calling me saying I have the physicality of an expired pizza bagel is offensive to the expired pizza bagel. Yeah.
Not just expired pizza bagels, any pizza bagel is offended that I compared you to them.
Also, Rumpy said I could just fly anywhere. Pulled a few to assume I've used my wings in the last 5 years.
You have wings?
Apparently.
Yes.
Again,
You guys forget. Like, my character canonically does have wings.
I just use the same logic that the crane school uses.
What?
What?
Those are definitely words that came out of Bion's mouth.
I can fly too, bitch. I just use martial arts bullshit.
I just have a rocket somewhere.
I just throw a sword.
So, Rumpy has a rocket that we can duct tape him to.
Joke's on you, I already do that.
You can't duct tape Sophie to the rocket. I've already tried.
He's greasy.
It's too greasy. I just have this image. It's the fucking Furby from Ratchet and Clank Going Commando strapped to the rocket, but instead of the Furby, it's just fucking Rumpy.
So, I have a question.
I may have an answer.
What the fuck
I have
are
an
your
unrelated
favorite
comment.
games? The games you suck at playing?
Huh?
Platformers.
Walker, I suck at playing a lot of games.
Yeah, but you seem to suck more at platformers. Or at least, it's easier to tell that you suck at platformers. Compared to anything else.
So how about you just give up and restore the timeline like you found it?
To be fair, it really is just kind of a. It kind of is just a lot of times I'm a fucking idiot.
Dr. Robotnik?
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, gentleman genius Dr. Eggman.
Like a lot of times, it really comes down to
most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past.
What you're seeing isn't just oh he's bad at platformers. It's a no. I tend to do a lot of stupid things when it comes to video games in general.
Wait a minute. Is that U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt?
Yeah, and an older, slightly fatter Theodore Roosevelt.
Just a more detailed Theodore Roosevelt.
I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me.
Where's his shotgun?
Oh, you are too kind, my dear future.
I think he left it at home.
And I was happy to help.
They are currently in a timeless void. They don't have access to it right now.
To do it as we please.
That and our shadow stole it.
So, I'm going to erase
Holy shit, guys, did you read the news?
What?
No. Bold of you to assume I read news.
I
Okay,
actively avoid the news.
Okay, so I'm reading here at the time of this recording that apparently the winner of Best Animated Film at the Oscars is Flow.
Oh, yeah. My sister told me that.
Is what?
Flow. Really good movie.
By all means, my dear doctor.
Of course you haven't, Normie.
Jesus Christ, Eggman, just fuck already!
No, I don't want to think about that.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
No, but seriously, good for Flow. I am glad non-Disney movies are winning Oscars.
Yeah, especially because at the very least for me, when a Disney movie doesn't win an Oscar, that means that the Academy is somewhat learning that
That
Disney
means there
isn't.
is a god.
Yeah.
Or
You know,
they didn't, or Disney didn't pay him enough this year.
That could be possible.
you know, I usually try to think positive, but when it comes to award shows, I'm actually with Walker. They probably just didn't pay them enough this year.
You know, you have to pay for the privilege of being nominated, right?
Yeah.
That was just
That's actually how it works. You pay to get nominated.
Oh, I know. You pay to get nominated, and basically, if the person with the most amount of money.
Based on how much you pay is who wins.
On your feet.
You're not beat yet.
Who are they? They are
Yeah, if you guys want, I'll show you Flow sometime. It's very good.
Focus your spirit.
Can you give me a general rundown?
Okay, so it's about a pack of misfit animals navigating a flooded world on a sailboat.
Oh, so it's incredible.
So I
It's
said 3.
Shut up. And that would be 4. And shut up again.
Yeah, I was
Wait.
gonna say. So it's
Those
Incredible Journey mixed with Wind Waker.
I thought
Sure, let's go
3
with
was the one where they were on the iceberg.
No, that's 4. 3 was the dinosaurs, and I hate that I know that. I'm gonna level with you guys. I don't like Ice. I don't even like the first one too much.
I
Wow.
liked the second Ice Age.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but Ice Age did not hold up for me. I'm sorry. And I hate that
didn't like the
we're
first
getting
one,
a 6-1.
but
The
first
second
one was bad.
second one's all right. First one, you know what?
At
I
this
don't
point,
wanna-
I kept watching the Ice Age movies for the fucking squirrel.
Ow, my ears. Coming in
Why
loud
the
there,
fuck are
Bion.
you in the bathroom?
Were you asking me or are you asking Bion?
Asking Bob. Did you hit that debris on purpose?
Check,
Or
check,
you just-
check.
All right, you're good now.
Crushed.
Anyway, Suffy, tell me if you feel the electricity.
What? What did he say?
I think
About
some-
About
electricity?
electricity.
Who's supposed to feel electricity?
The
I
squirrel.
guess you didn't hear the soundboard.
What soundboard?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
Let
have
me check on
voice mod as
Sophie.
well.
Sophie,
Did
you
you
okay?
just move outside the flow of time?
Yes, I did.
I think it's fine.
Wait, is that old Sonic in super form?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
classic. That's classic Sonic in super form.
I don't remember Classic Sonic having a super form.
Classic. Yeah. Sonic.
Sounds to me as though you never got all 7 Chaos Emeralds.
To be fair, I never got all 7 Chaos Emeralds. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, it's hard to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds in the time it takes you to get a haircut. That is the only time I've ever played any of the old Sonic games is when I was getting a haircut as a kid. They would set you in front of a console and have you play a game.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
That does sound awesome. That sounds better than when I got a haircut as a kid.
Completely fucked up my hair.
So it sounds like you got a haircut as a kid. Got it.
If I remember correctly, that was Cool Cuts, and for me, it was always Rogue Squadron.
Oh, nice.
I never had anything
it was
like that. Mine was
great
just
class.
locals and
I think.
My as a kid for the longest time, I had it was a family. It was a friend of the family who would always cut my hair.
oh, that
And-
happened to me a lot too.
Yeah, and by cut my hair, I mean basically just shaved it all off.
Now I haven't
My mother tried to
cut my
cut my
hair in
hair
like 7
once.
years, and it's halfway down my spine.
It'll take more than that.
I have a fucking lion mane, and it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no,
Fine, better.
I'm actually kind of jealous.
I had a perm a long time ago.
That frightens me. What were you saying, Bion?
My mother tried to cut costs by cutting my hair once. We've agreed never again.
Oh, yeah. At least you've had that experience once in your life.
I mean, my mom's cut my hair too, but
he
she
caught
wasn't
this.
bad at it. I just didn't want my hair cut.
I don't, unless I am absolutely desperate. I usually go to there is a hair salon place. Not a salon, but like a hair place in Rockwall called Knockouts that I usually go to. Every time I've gone there, they've done my hair the exact way I want it to a point where like I will take an hour-long drive just to get a haircut there.
Never heard of the place.
Hmm.
In Rockwall, the place I usually go to get my haircut is Yellow Jacket.
Hmm.
But they only know one style of hair, so I just stopped getting my haircut altogether. Because I am not a female, they would only cut hair one way. No matter what you'd ask for, they would buzz the sides, buzz the back, and cut your hair relatively
Like you-
short.
Just like
Like you were
Grandpa.
going to military school.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I enjoy knockouts, because knockouts at the very least, like everyone who works there, which almost completely female staff, to my knowledge, I think it is an all female staff, but like they genuinely actually will cut your hair the exact way you want it.
Yeah. What are you guys' barbers like now? I've got a good one now.
Oh, mine's still knockouts.
I
I
haven't
just
been to the barber in 7 years.
My dude's pretty chill. I love hanging out with him when he cuts my hair.
Anyway, we saved the timeline.
Yippee!
Oh yeah, you got an S rank on that. It must be impossible to get lower.
No, it's possible. Somehow I actually tried. That boss fight fucking sucks. Like, just in general, the Time Eater boss fight is considered the worst boss fight one of the worst boss fights in Sonic.
I do hate that boss fight though.
Like it for as much as final bosses in Sonic games are generally just ram into them, even from that standpoint, people hate the Time Eater boss because it's genuinely that fucking bad. Like I did terribly in I did air dash. Basically, classic Sonic learned one of modern Sonic's moves.
Yay.
Hey, it makes more sense. It makes more sense than Sonic suddenly learning how to do Chaos Control, despite not knowing, only seeing Shao do it once. Before you ask, Walker, this is something that I consider comedy, and before you criticize my quote-unquote comedy, about
It stinks.
about 4,000 other people already beat you to the punch. Actually, hang on, because I have that one clip on my YouTube channel. Let me see how many views that video actually has right now. 4,100. What? No, actually, 4,102 views on that video. And most of the people talking about that video are there criticizing, like, oh, but I liked Sonic Lost World, and oh, like, Sonic Forces isn't that bad. And it's like, first off, fuck you, Sonic Forces is that bad. Secondly, Lost World is at least a gameplay-wise, I would defend Lost World. Story-wise, Lost World is probably one of the worst stories in Sonic.
You're one of the worst stories in Sonic.
Yeah.
No, you.
I mean, you are talking to someone who actually, who despite its flaws, genuinely likes the story of Sonic 06, so.
Congratulations.
Anyway, we've done it. We've successfully played through Sonic Generations. And by we, I mean I, and by I mean... And by play, I mean,
Dude, shut up.
the game...
Shut up in your case.
the game's over. I didn't give up halfway through. Glares at Psychonauts. Which I still have the
So my
parts.
honest opinion,
Your honest opinion of watching two parts, and both those parts being the last two parts of the playthrough?
yeah,
Alright, give me.
IGN could have done better.
No, they couldn't.
Oh.
Look, my game. I'm not saying my gameplay is. I'm not saying my gameplay is good. IGN would have gotten like fucking. Would not have gotten an S rank.
IGN couldn't figure out Battle for Bikini Bottom, so
They couldn't get past the tutorial in Cuphead.
yeah. that too.
Yeah. For the record, I may be fucking bad at games. I can at least get past the tutorial in Cuphead.
Can you?
Yes.
Want to put your money where your mouth is?
Later.
I'll get you a copy.
I own a copy of Cuphead. I need to. I would need to record me playing through the tutorial.
And Glitch's recording after this is Neopets.
Yeah, so going from one kid franchise to another kid franchise. For the record, Neopets is still around.
I only remember Neopets from the fucking McDonald's plushies.
I
Neopets?
don't know anything.
What'd you say,
I
Walker?
never played Neopets.
What are Neopets?
You know Club Penguin?
Vaguely. I know the meaning that it's dead.
It's basically that, except Neopets is still around.
So-
Speaking of,
There's no sad Indian man that said Neopets is kill.
speaking of the McDonald's promotion, apparently around the time they did that, you can actually buy a McDonald's, like a Big Mac for your Neopet in-game. Like, there are actual images of the website, and there just being a fucking McDonald's on the website that you could go to and buy a Big Mac for your Neopet.
Nom nom nom.
Probably is more cost efficient than getting a Big Mac nowadays.
It's healthier than getting a Big Mac nowadays too. I mean, if somehow you have because there are people I know who have Neopets accounts from that are that old. I think if you somehow still had a Big Mac in your inventory from all the way back then, it'd probably still be healthier than a Big Mac now.
Eating a rock would be healthier than a Big Mac.
Yeah.
I don't know. I eaten some pretty disgusting rocks.
I've eaten uranium.
I've eaten grape nuts.
You know,
Oh God, I'm sorry.
the
Are you
fact
okay?
the fact that
Ruby,
the strangest part of that for me isn't the fact that Bion has eaten uranium.
It's the fact that I'm concerned for Rumpy.
Actually, you know what? If it weren't for Rumpy, because until Rumpy said something, I was more concerned about the rocks. And then Rumpy said he had grape nuts. It's like, oh, we probably should worry.
I could be eating Marmite.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm considering whether or not the grape nuts actually would be better in this situation.
That wouldn't.
I was gonna say it's like I haven't actually had either.
Good. Do yourself a favor and don't.
Okay.
Just don't. Next time you think about it, just shoot yourself in the eye with salt water.
Specifically salt water?
Yes, because it would hurt more. And lead to permanent damage. Much like eating grape nuts.
Yeah, but salt water is physical damage. Grape nuts isn't just physical damage. It's physical damage and
Emotional damage.
physical, emotional, spiritual as well.
That's what I said.
Thank you. I don't know how I missed that.
Because we're all bitching over him.
Sounds about right. Okay, so I brought this up the first time we tried to record this. They did not re-record that Happy Birthday song. That's the exact same from the original version of Sonic Generations.
And I am going to say what I said the last time I recorded. These two morons owe me so many favors for breaking them out.
You don't wanna?
I know it was one of us. Shut up and keep looking.
They promised me their eternal souls.
I'm sorry. How do you get 2 souls from one person?
Don't ask.
What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact
It's the same excuse that Tails for some reason calls classic Sonic from another dimension, despite very clearly stating in this game that he is from the past. Because for some reason, the writers of Sonic Forces completely forgot the events of Sonic Generations, despite the fact that they allegedly worked on both games.
That doesn't give me much hope. Maybe I'll go back and get my teaching degree. That's not a bad idea. I've always enjoyed telling people what to do.
Walker.
What?
No, that
What?
Eggman line. I thought that made me remind me of you.
Anyway,
I zoned out. What happened?
Never mind.
Pancakes.
Ooh,
I
there's
prefer
pancakes?
waffles.
Anyway, yeah, that's fair. Anyway,
We
we're
making breakfast sandwiches?
well.
You said waffles. I thought we were
Before Rumpy starts eating his way out of the recording room, we'll see you guys next time for KOTOR.
For the
Holy
Republic!
shit. He already chewed through the fucking soundproofing.
Rumpy, stop eating the mic!
Grumpy, I have this peanut butter for you.
Oh.
And I've got chocolate.
Hmm.
We'll see you guys next time.